Hi guys, I'm Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I've got things to do, I think. That's a weird way to say that. Anyway, I'm Lisa. Hey, what's up? I get messages through songs. I don't know why I did a thumbs up. I meant to wave. Already the energy is very funky, but I like it. I'm gonna start off with a different deck. Anyway, back to the shit. I get messages through songs, so one earbud in, one earbud out. Like, share, subscribe. Drop a tip, cash out, wtfLisa Tarot. Show my store, wtfLisa eBay. It's random, because eBay's a random place. Personal readings are closed. I just have a $5 a yes or no tarot reading on wtfLisa. Etsy, links in the description. I got Hell's Bells by AC/DC, and I feel like I'm going to start off with the Halloween Oracle. I use that to read Dark Energy, because it's awesome for that. I'm sorry, I really like AC/DC. I knew an Aquarius once. We were on a date, and he said he hated AC/DC, and I told him to stop talking before I slap his mouth. Like, and it's funny because I'm usually just fine with people not liking bands. Like, it's cool that we have different musical tastes, but when he said that, I was like, no! I'm coming on like a hurricane. Oh, no, no. My lightning's flashing across the sky. I love this song. I'm sorry. AC/DC's amazing. Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. There's a lot of people who've been weathering a lot of storms, both physically, spiritually, mentally, in all ways. And storms come to an end. Sometimes once the storm clouds are moved, things are a little more beautiful than what they started off to be. But then Hell's Bells are ringing in my ear. So some of you, the storm clouds have lifted, and the storm clouds have to go somewhere else, right? They don't just disappear. Guess where they're going? Other places. Hell's Bells! Man. I'm trying to feel out this energy. If we're talking about literal storms, or if it's more of a spiritual vibe. Because if it's about tornadoes and shit, I'll turn this off. I don't want to talk about it. Why? I don't know. Werewolf, exploring possibilities. Weirdly just did a reading where I talked a little bit about werewolves, but it was more an energy of changing up. Not so much as actually like becoming a werewolf and monster. Although I have questions, but that's a whole thing. But anyway, the whole energy of that reading though was someone poking someone, and I use the analogy also of poking a bear. And this could be just a continuation of that vibe, but it's this energy of if you fuck with hell, you're gonna get hell, bitch. Hell's Bells. If you piss someone off, you're gonna get an angry person pissed at you. Like, what is it that you don't get? And then some people will be like, I can't believe that they would act like that. And it's like, what did you do to push them there, baby? I was hoping to get totally different energy for the second reading, but this is Skull of a Light illumination apparently on someone's mind a lot. They think someone's changed, but it's not that they change, it's their reaction to your bullshit, honey. You need to fuck off. Why am I saying that? I don't know. I'm channeling right now. I'm channeling very heavy. It's weird. Trick or treat, mischief in play. Someone fucked around. Well, what happens after you fuck around for a while? You find out. You poke a bear, you get a bear. If you ring Hell's bells, like their doorbells, and that hell answers, you can't be surprised. Someone fucked around and they unleashed hell, and it sounds like it's more on themselves. Like, yeah, their bullshit has affected other people, but the consequences now. Three of Swords are not good. Oh, dear. Someone 7 of Cups fucked up. Not just, we all make mistakes and there's things, but this is something much heavier than your average motherfucker. And this could be 7-fold karma with that 7 of Cups. But I see a variety, like a wave of karma hitting someone all at once, and they're just gonna melt down. It's just not. Should I even say karma, or should I just say consequences? Because there's a lot of different vibes of a lot of different things collapsing for someone from different avenues. financially, if they committed fraud, eventually they're going to get caught because people don't like being stolen from. If they were messing around, cheating on a spouse or, whoever they're dating, that person finds out, they're going to get pissed. There's consequences. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Why don't you talk to me? I have Talk to Me by Peaches. But, different vibes. This person has a lot of explaining to do. A lot of explaining to do. A lot to answer for that they just can't. Why don't you explain yourself? Seven of Swords. Someone's going to try to lie their way out of it like they always have. Lying got them in this mess, and they think it's going to get them out, but it's going to dig a bigger hole. Nine of Cups, though. This person's going to do their best lie, best charming smile, but then it ain't going to work. What you're thinking, I will never know. Now's the time for you to let it go. I never sing this song. I'm always dancing to it. It makes me want to dance and sneak around the house. So weird. It's weird. I kind of jump a little bit. I like this song. Why don't you talk to me? Partying. Stop, you got nowhere to go. No blame, no shame. This ain't a Peaches show. Maybe someone wants to get together and just talk about those good old days, but they're really there just to be an asshole. It could be just a past energy coming up again, triggering somebody. Money on their mind. Karma. Interesting vibes. Somebody's world's falling apart, so they want to come back to, they're running back to past people, trying to get help, but they're people they screwed over, is a vibe. Another vibe I get is past actions someone thought they got away with are coming back now. Go spit it out. There's a few different vibes of it hitting people in a variety of ways, and in some cases, like in the case of Diddy, he's getting all these new lawsuits all the time. Well, the people who worked for Diddy are also probably getting lawsuits. So it's more than just him that is affected, right? So it could be one person fucking up sheds light on all the people that help them behind the scenes, or it sheds light on something, but everything's going to tower for... It's more than one person I'm picking up, but there's always one person it starts with, and then there's always that domino, that first domino that falls for the domino effect to go into effect, and this is the same vibe. But right now, the first domino falling, and the rest go. Jealousy and outcast, that first domino. Someone knows it's over. Hiding tears, intuitive and secretive. They might be trying to prepare for it, but it feels an energy of the more they do, the worse it gets. The worse they try to hide, the more they try to fake things, the more they try to get out of it. The only way out is to pay the debt, and they just don't want to. I have Outside by Fred Durst. No, Aaron Lewis and Fred Durst. Why did I say Fred Durst and then no? It's really by Aaron Lewis and Fred Durst, just kind of saying a little bit on this version, but it's a good version. I honestly prefer this version to the studio version of his song, although both are good. It's just this live performance, you could just feel it. He sang the fuck out of it. Fred Durst didn't really need to be there. Although he actually adds to the song too, but anybody could have done his part. Anyway, why am I saying that? I don't know. Maybe someone tried to take credit for someone else's shit. They stole an idea, stole a thing, and now they can't explain it. That's another vibe here. I'm getting different vibes. Why? Well, narcs tend to work on hive mind, so they tend to fall in a hive way. And that's that vibe. Again, domino effect, hive mind falls, and, thieves, idiots, assholes, you're so easy to see through, especially when there's a lot of evidence. It takes one nut to crack and then the rest are all funky. I don't think that's a saying. I understand you better. I'm on the outside. I'm looking in. And it could be if someone actually has literal investigators looking at them. Earlier today, I got this energy of Interpol, is it Europe's, FBI equivalent or whatever? I don't know. I should look into that. And then I also heard enter the pool, but someone's draining the pool. Draining the swamp? I don't know. You didn't imagine it. Shit is going down and I'm happy. It's over. Biloxi, says Fred Durst in my ear. Durst? Why did I say his name weird? This one domino going down knocks a lot of dominoes down. It's gonna be a real inconvenience. Oh no. I have no sympathy for these motherfuckers. I do feel a lot of legal energy coming up. More so than, like, sometimes I'll get crime readings. I'll get, like, oh, they're gonna have a fucking accident, blah, 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 blah. This feels more like heavy lawsuits, and not just over, like, business, but, like, personal lawsuits. And, someone just pretty much, it's gonna cost so much money, okay? Love, divorce, scorned woman type of stuff inside, and social media. DMs getting broadcast, people that worked with them with this inside vibe, associates, domino effect, and social media doesn't help. So what a lot of people do weird shit in DMs. I mean, shit, we even had for the U.S. Pete Hegsgraff or whatever his name is. I probably screwed it up, but I'm tired. Accidentally included a journalist in a sensitive information DM on that. Why can't I think on that site? Signal. And this is that energy of someone fucking up and sending the wrong DM or using the wrong account to DM someone, and they're figured out. One mistake. Not to mention, too, some people who crave power and success, some want the spotlight, too. And the thing with being in the spotlight is a lot of eyes are on you, a lot of investigating. So whether there is a cop or it's just people doing the investigating themselves or both, someone's fucked. Their dominoes are gonna come towering down. They are the beginning of the domino effect. Water. And I was just thinking it could be a water sign, honestly. But whatever it is, this person fraud. To me, water sometimes, too, is like this person getting all this abundance, all this shit, but it's being brought out that maybe they inflate numbers, they scam people, Ponzi scheme, whatever it is. There's a lot of, and then with the fraud too, is if they fucked around in their marriage or whatever, then that person's gonna sue them, divorce, whatever shit. Maybe there's illegitimate children, so they're gonna get sued for money for that, and they're gonna get sued. Like, it's just lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. We'll be okay. Tomorrow's not going to be okay. There'll be more lawsuits on you, bitch. I was getting this energy for Drake earlier this week, of record business type of lawsuits, not like personal, the sketchy stuff. Because we do know he likes things in the key of A minor, but these are more record, like, contracty type of things he'll be in trouble for. But Star, 7 of 1. Some people wanted the spotlight but did fuckery. Well, they're gonna be famous for the fuckery. With this Knight of Swords, I do get an energy too of some people being surprised. They're gonna, hey, this is whatever, a lawyer. This is a detective, whatever. Can we speak to you about your association with this person? And maybe it's someone you just know on social media. You're going to find out maybe someone you knew through social media happens to also be a fucked up, crusty butt nugget whose ass is in jail and going through all this stuff. There's so many different vibes of downfalls. But domino effect, again. I have My Life by Billy Joel. This song's cool. It's one of those old songs I can get behind. I don't know why I say that. I like a lot of old music. Most of my channeling I get through old music, and I think partially it's because more people know older songs than newer. I don't know. Because older people tend to not listen to newer stuff. Knight of Swords. Why am I saying that? 4 of Coins. Someone could have taken some bad advice. Maybe they, someone younger probably could have warned them, hey, cover your tracks, blah, blah, blah. And someone could have had that, you don't tell me what to do, and this is going to be their downfall. Close a shop, bought a house, bought a ticket to the West Coast. Someone could also try to make a getaway, but there's nowhere to go. Too many people know who you are, and what you did has been seen way too much. Devil, there's nowhere for you to go, honey. You play, deal with the devil, you get the devil. Heavy water energy up in here. Also heavy air energy and judgment, but it could be any sign. All bets are off.